Real estate syndication involves a group of investors who collectively raise capital to purchase commercial real estate or build a new property. In this video, I'm going to introduce to you the opportunity to start your own real estate syndication. Hey, it's Frank Nagy. Welcome to my channel where we help financial entrepreneurs grow their business in the financial market. If you're new here, subscribe to my channel and hit that like button. A real estate syndication can be a profitable strategy to get into the real estate investment market. Real estate syndications allow you to own a part of investment properties while reaping the benefits of the passive income, tax breaks, and property appreciation. You also save the inconvenience and bother of being a landlord. There are two parts of a real estate syndication: the sponsor, or the general partner, and the investors, which are the limited partners. The sponsor or general partner oversees the physical aspects of the property management. They may also invest their money in the syndication. They source the property, secure funding, and design the syndication agreement for all their limited partner investors. The investors put their money into the syndication. They are referred to as passive investors because, unlike syndicators, they do not actively manage the properties. Choosing an investment strategy and asset class and market for the syndicate entails a bit of research and examining the real estate market in the industry that you're in. And these are the initial steps to establishing a real estate syndicate. You could start looking for a good investment property that fits with these objectives. And once you have determined your target market and investing approach, any possible properties should be thoroughly investigated to make sure they satisfy the requirements of the investment plan and appeal to your possible investment buyers. Hiring experienced real estate fund consultant like Frank Nagy Financial Services will greatly reduce the burden of setting up your real estate syndicate. A good consultant will help you formulate the plan, locate real estate, and even set up the documents and bring attorney's review to make sure your documents comply with local securities laws. Now it's time to do the math. After finding the possible investment property, the only way to stand a chance by drawing investors is to make sure you calculate numbers correctly. Remember, the sole goal of passive investing is to generate returns on capital. Cash on cash return is a common metric that passive investors use to calculate return on investment, or ROI. Here is a simple way to calculate potential ROI on the investment property. You take the annual cash flow and divide it by the cash invested, and that's your cash on cash return. Another number to look at is the cap rate, or capitalization rate. To calculate the cap rate, you take the net yearly income after expenses and divide that by your purchase price. And just a side note, if you intend on borrowing money from the bank, make sure that your cap rate is at least 2% above your loan rate. The next stage in establishing a real estate syndication is to record everything in writing. A real estate syndicate can be structured as a limited partnership, but some are LLCs. A real estate typical syndication structure pays out 75% to investors and 25% to the sponsors, which all could be negotiated. You can even give your investors a preferred rate of return, say 5%. This means that your investors will have a minimum return of 5% on their investment per year before any profits can be distributed. The last steps in syndicating a real estate venture is signing the contract, paying the investment, transferring the property ownership, and bring the investors together. You have to go through all these typical stages to conclude a real estate transaction. In addition, you must form that partnership and secure funding so that your investors can see that you have money in the game. Obviously, there are much more to setting up and structuring and managing a real estate syndication. Reach out to me to discuss this opportunity in detail. I placed my links below in the description box.